Sam, thanks so much for joining us. Congrats on the big win last week against Mississippi State. You were an assistant coach for nearly 40 years. Did you ever get to the point where you would wonder if you would ever get a shot to finally become a head coach at the FBS level?
Well, thanks for having me. And yes, I did, but however, I was an O-line coach. So, there's so much to do as an offensive coach. And I was very, very pleased to be at Georgia and very pleased to have the job that I had. But, at some point I thought, well, it just might not happen for me.
So you get your first head coaching gig. Your athletic director says it's the most challenging schedule in the history of college football. How about that for a welcome to the head coaching profession?
When we drew Georgia and Florida on the East, it certainly made the schedule very, very difficult on already a difficult schedule.
You've been an assistant coach at 10 FBS schools. You've actually coached at 10% of the Power 5 schools. That may be a record, I'm not sure. But of all your previous stops, we have to exclude Fayetteville. What was your favorite place to live?
I really loved Tennessee, loved Athens, loved Tennessee. I loved living on the water there, and I really enjoyed North Carolina, living there in Chapel Hill. And basically there hadn't been any that I didn't like, but those come to my right off the top of my head.
I'm told that every day at noon you go on a nice walk with defensive coordinator Barry Odom. What are those walks like? What do you guys discuss? And how were you able to get the former Missouri head coach to join you at Arkansas?
Well, looking at me, we either need to walk faster or longer. But Barry, it's working on Barry. It's not working too good on me. But Barry and I have been friends for 20 years. And, I coached one time at Missouri, and Barry played at Missouri, and I was able to meet him. And whenever I got the job, I called him, and he was interviewing for a head coaching job or two. And he just told me if he didn't like the feel of the interview or if he didn't get the job, he would come to Fayetteville with me. And so it was a Friday of, I believe, my first week on the job, and he called and he said, I'm on my way. I don't know if it's a Friday. Yes, it was. It was a Friday because we introduced him on that Friday night. So tell you what, I know he's a great football coach, but he's a better person. I mean, he's been invaluable to me, and I run things back and forth off of him as we're on our walks.
So, Sam, we talked to your good friend Butch Davis, and he told us of your legendary Kentucky Derby parties, going on 25 years, I think. So how did those come about, and how did you pull it off this year?
Well, it wasn't very exciting this year. There's only two couples. One of them was Jamie and I, so there wasn't a lot of people over there. Started in 1996 when we were living in Cincinnati. I was coaching the University of Cincinnati, and Rex Ryan was in the meeting, and he said, "Hey, somebody out of a Kentucky Derby party." He said, "Okay, we'll have it at Pittman's house." So that's kind of how it started, and there's maybe 20 people there. I think last year or the year before last, the last Derby party before COVID, I think there was 145, 46 people at our house for the Derby party. Everybody dressed up, and everybody looked wonderful, and we had a good time. Been that way. We've had it every year for, I think last year was going to be 96, whatever that is.
So you're looking forward to the 2021 Derby then?
You bet.
A little bit back
I hope we can have it. I hope we can have it with the mask off. It makes everything a lot funner.
Sam, thanks so much. We really appreciate it. Good luck this weekend.
Guys, thank you for your time. Thanks. We're very honored to be on with you. Thank you much.